What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So, Jim Harbaugh has just announced that he's actually coming back to Michigan now after the news broke that he would be heading to the Vikings yesterday night. Now he has said he is going to come back to Michigan. Michigan is reportedly elated about this news, and I am super confused at this point. I just made an entire video last night about him going to the Vikings and who all Michigan's candidates would be for replacement. Seems like all of that is thrown out the window at this point. They are very happy to keep Harbaugh. I guess Harbaugh is happy to stay. Luckily enough for Michigan, it seems like they didn't have anybody that was going to sign on signing day today that was really affected by this news, at least as far as I know of. And yeah, Harbaugh returns to Michigan. I guess that means that Gaddis and all of the the entire staff and all will return. Shouldn't have any impact on the transfer portal or anything like that. They should bring back basically the entire roster now, and they get to load up and head into the next season basically as normal. This whole thing is a little bit weird to me. He did interview with the Vikings, but apparently decided at the end that he ended up not wanting to go there and was happier there at Michigan and Ann Arbor for another season. And so he will, like I said, he will return. I think that Michigan will have a pretty good shot with him keeping, everything the same, keeping a lot of the continuity, keeping the playbook, keeping a lot of the same players. Everything should carry over a lot better now. When he left, I thought they were going to be in a little bit of a tough situation regardless of where they would have went with the hire. And he kind of left him in a bad spot if he left that late into the cycle. Turns out, though, like I said, he didn't. And so I feel a lot better about Michigan now heading into next season than I did. I don't know if they're going to be able to, repeat what they did last year, winning the Big Ten and beating Ohio State and making a playoff appearance, but they have a much better shot at it now with Harbaugh returning than I think they did with him leaving. I still don't know if this, like I said, I still don't know if this makes Michigan like the team in the Big Ten. I still think Ohio State is ahead of them. Now, Michigan could be the clear number 2 at that point. And they're going to be a very good team. They return Blake Corum. They return J.J. McCarthy, who will likely take over as the starting quarterback. They return a lot of players on their defense. Despite losing guys like Ojabo and Hutchinson, they will still have a very good defense again next year. Gaddis should return as the OC and put together another very good offense. Assuming that none of the relationships that Harbaugh had with any of the Michigan staff and players and administration have been damaged from this, which it doesn't seem like they have been. It seems like he just interviewed for another job and moved on like it was no big deal, and that the news media kind of got a hold of it and spun it into something that it really wasn't. And so if that's the case, Michigan should be able to take off early without missing a beat next season and, move onward and upward. Hopefully, for their sake, Harbaugh will be able to build more off of what he did this past season and less off of what he's done in his previous seasons. Michigan should still be set for a pretty solid 9-10 win season like normal. The issue is going to come up with the same issue Harbaugh always has had there, and that's, can you beat Ohio State? Can you now beat Michigan State, who's on the rise in the conference as well? Can you win those big games? Can you get them back to the Big Ten title? Can you win the Big Ten for them again? And that is ultimately what Harbaugh is going to be measured on at this point. He's shown he can do it now, but I do still think Michigan is a little bit further away than maybe last year would have indicated. They aren't on the same talent level as the Ohio States, the Georgias, the Alabamas of the world. They're not far behind, but they aren't on that same talent level, and so they're going to have to outcoach, or at least coach at the same level as those guys, and play a better brand of football than them. And last season kind of worked out pretty magically for them. Ohio State had a terrible defense, and their offense really struggled in the game against Michigan, probably because they had a true freshman quarterback on the road in Michigan in the snow. None of those things are necessarily going to come together for them again this year, so they're going to have to genuinely be a better team than they were last year this year if they want to continue to make that kind of a push. You saw in the Orange Bowl against Georgia how they match up with some of the true playoff-level teams last year, so they're going to have to continue to step up from that. And like I said, Harbaugh gives them a better chance to do that, but I just don't know if they're really quite ready to take that step. Might be another video topic for another day, but I just wanted to get a quick video out now to address that Harbaugh is in fact returning, quickly talk about what I think it means and some of the news surrounding that. Interesting thing, Harbaugh remains one of the most unpredictable coaches in the sport. Very hard to follow. Very interesting guy to follow, though. And, it's one of those love him or hate him guys. I'm sure a lot of people are annoyed by this entire thing. I'm sure some people are probably of the mind of, like, does he really want to be here if he's actually out there actively interviewing with NFL teams? And then at the same time, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are similar to the Michigan administration who are just elated that he's coming back. They're happy to have him. If he left, he would have left on good terms. He's coming back. He's coming back on good terms. And they're ready to see what he can do going forward. I guess he's entering year 8 now at Michigan. Anyway, though, that'll wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think about all this Harbaugh news and drama down below in the comment section, and how you think Michigan is set up to succeed next year and beyond with him at the helm. Like the video because it helps out the channel tremendously, and subscribe for more college football content because I will continue to upload very regularly. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.